Hey, it's Mr. Johns, and I'll be adding windows to our SketchUp cabin, or my SketchUp cabin today. One thing I wanted to show you was that when you download a window from the 3D warehouse, you want to scale it and rotate it, of course. But I want to show you that with the Move tool, you can push it towards, and remember, if you need to, you can use the arrow keys to force it to go a certain direction. So in my case, red, it'll force it to go that direction, and it'll also, I made a copy of it, which I didn't want to do, it'll show you if it's on face. Okay, now I basically I'll just grab the window, and I'll move my mouse until you can see that where I clicked. Basically, from where I click, it starts a dot, and then I can move it on the green, red, and up is where it gets tricky, and that's where you'll hold down the up arrow key and it'll go up. Alright, so getting a little bit better at the move controls. What's important here is that if you push it that direction, it will say on face when it is on face. You see, I changed my my style to 3D so I can see through, which maybe I should change back, but it's a really cool look. I did that so I can see where the windows go, right? So here's the window symbol for this bathroom. And also I wanted to show you that if you rotate above, you can tell that my window is not parallel to the wall. So it's important to be looking straight down on the wall and the window, and then use the rotate tool again so that you can get a really nice good view. And I'm just carefully rotating my mouse, and look, if you look down in the lower right corner of my screen, see that angle? It tells you what angle you've got, and I'm not going to use that for this situation, but you can use that to your advantage sometimes. If you need something to rotate exactly 90 degrees, you could pay more attention to that kind of thing, and you could probably precision rotate it. I've never done that, but I bet you could type in 90 and it would go 90 degrees. In this case, am just clicking where I think it looks parallel, and I'm getting a slight lag still. There we go. I'm going to move off of that. So I'm pretty sure it's parallel, and now all I need to do is get it to be where I want it. And I find personally that it's easier to draw the window hole. So I'm thinking shapes. Okay, rectangle. Draw your rectangle, the width of the window symbol, and about the size that you would want it. Alright, now obviously this is too low. I just did that on purpose so that I could see the width of the window, and it's pretty close. Now I'm going to change the style back to solid. Give it a second to load. There's a lot of graphics stuff it's doing when it switches back, making everything solid. So can I move just now this isn't a group, so can I move it if I clicked on just this blue line, it would move just that line. Same thing with all, because it's not a group. But if I click on the middle of this shape, it is smart enough to know that you want it to be a solid rectangle. And so I'm going to put the window, and maybe I should care how high it is. I don't know if I do. Would windows look better all the same height around the house? Probably so. So I'm going to go ahead and do a temporary measure from here to here and snap it. So that is that's not what I'm going to do. I'm gonna draw a line from here to here, and I'm gonna move this. I want to measure the line. So I'm gonna use a dimension tool line to measure the height off the ground, and something like 4 feet is probably appropriate for a window. So I'm going to click on, oh boy, okay, undo. My favorite keystroke, Control Z. I'm going to click on, oh, I need to see the dimension line. I have to see that. And then I'm going to highlight the window, the hole. It's not a hole yet. And then I'm going to move it there's a better way. You know what? I know there's a better way. Is 4 feet too high off the ground? That's what I'm going to get a visual here. That is pretty high up. So you know what? Precision measuring is always your best friend. So I'm going to click, drag, let go, type in 3 feet, enter. Now, all I have to do, and I'll go ahead and go straight over. Now all I have to do is move this window until it touches that line. Okay, and it looks like I'm a little off. Maybe not, maybe not. So let's do that again. Not the whole thing. Let's just measure this line from the window to the ground. And I was wondering if I was, and in this case, I'm going to move this line up just a touch. So now I've got 3 feet. All right. So the reason I want to do that is because it's going to look better in the long run if all the windows are 3 feet off the ground or the same height. So it doesn't matter what it is. That seems to be decent, a decent height. So now I can delete that dimension line. Oh, and yeah, and that line. And what I want to do next, you're probably guessing correctly, is I want to push pull that shape on edge right here. If I can get it on edge, midpoint is fine. It should be on edge. Make that go away. Just laggy enough to start not liking it. So I don't like any lag, of course. All right, now I have a window and I can see exactly how that would look, which is great. And now typically, you know, a bathroom window would be frosted, right? Would be so you can't see through it. Let's get this on face. Okay, but this is a cabin. And I don't think it matters. I'm going to keep this on face. You see, it's easy to stay on face until you hit the hole. And then it goes to the next face. See how that works? So it's important here probably to move corner to corner. I'm going to try to snap that corner to this corner. Nice, okay? And then I'm going to scale it. So for those of you doing, look at that, I think it's going to fit perfectly right in there. For those of you doing this exact house, which you sure can, you are following along with my tutorial. Otherwise, you can just learn from watching and then use these skills when you do yours. I'm going to push that in. It needs to go in. It has to be an even distance. I don't think that the window probably wouldn't, oh, come on. Probably wouldn't stick out. Let's see, how much would it be? Yeah, I'm just trying to get it to sit in that. It's close. It's a little bit low. Oh, this is where I hold the up arrow, force it to go up. How much do I want it to go up? Just realistic enough. Now, if it doesn't, you want to zoom in and you want to make sure it looks realistic. And if it doesn't, I know this is picky, but you can lower. Look at this. Lower this windowsill down. You can even, there's a crack there. Pull this in a little bit so it touches the wood, and you can custom fit this window. And I like doing this. Because let's go down and then look up. Come on, laggy. I was bragging about my gaming computer, and it's lagging. Okay, so pull that down. Come on, pull that down. We want to close that gap. Now, why is it not letting me close that gap? I can go up and not down. Let me pull twice. Come on. Wow. All right. Well, if I can't pull that down, I don't know why I can't. The other option would be to scale the window and only click the scale. Only click the middle green. You know what I mean? If you click the outside greens, it's going to scale the whole thing. If I do just this, it only stretches the height. So I need to get where I can see that, or just go straight up here, and that should be fine. Let me see if that buried into the ceiling. Yeah, it did. And that's the look I'm going for. So it should be a good fit, nice tight fit. I think we're good there too. So yeah, you know, I mean, would that be the right window for a bathroom? Probably not, but I'm a cabin in the woods, and I don't care. So the only creatures out there are the bears and the squirrels. So I don't care if they look in while I'm using the bathroom. So but just so you know, in reality, this would be like a frosted piece of glass that you couldn't, it would let light in, but you couldn't see in, right? Okay, just so you understand that. All right, so I'm going to go back to, there should be a window. I mean, I like that window. I could copy and paste it and go all the way around, but I think I'm going to make that unique to the bathroom. Now, what's a good idea here is to look at the actual plan. You can see that I didn't match the window correctly. That's the window right there that I just built. I should really try to find those to make it look legit. And maybe I will. But so I'm looking at these three windows here. These are, I think they call them double hung. It looks like, is that a door? No, it looks like these are all windows, and it looks like they would slide up and down to let the air in. Regardless, I'm just looking for big square windows with these little frames in them. All right, so that's what I'm looking for. And when I see you next, I'll have all my windows installed, and we'll move on from there. Mr. Johns out.